Understanding the Cestui Qui V Act and the Dead at Sea Presumption. They declared you lost at sea. It's time you come back and claim your estate. Most people have never heard of the Cestui Qui V Act of 1666, and that's by design. Because once you understand it, you start seeing exactly how they captured your identity, placed you into legal fiction, and converted your life energy into a financial instrument. Let's lay it out. What is the Cestui Qui V Act? The Cestui Qui V Act was passed in England in 1666 during the Great Fire of London. It declared that anyone who had not been seen for 7 years could be presumed dead, and their estate could be administered by the state until they returned. On the surface, it was about property protection during chaos, but behind the curtain, it became the legal foundation for enslaving people through presumption. When you're born, your birth is registered with the state. A trust is created in your name, the all-caps name. That trust is presumed to be lost at sea, not present, not living, not in control. The state becomes the administrator of that estate. You, the living man or woman, are treated as a ward, a beneficiary without standing. This is the basis of what's called the dead at sea presumption. They can't govern a free man, but they can govern a missing vessel. Dead at sea. What that really means. They treat you as if lost, missing, unable to manage your affairs. A thing subject to salvage and control, the all-caps name is classified as a transmitting utility, a vessel in commerce, and a corporate entity under maritime admiralty law. That's why courtrooms have docks. That's why judges wear black robes. That's why everything is about contract and consent, because you're being treated like a ship, not a soul. Why it matters today that ancient doctrine is still alive. When you use the SSN without reservation. Check the U.S. citizen box on forms. File taxes under the all-caps name. Accept licenses, fines, and permits as the debtor. Stand silent in court without challenging jurisdiction. You're affirming the dead at sea presumption. And until you rebut it, they assume you're the debtor, the beneficiary, the one without authority. Meanwhile, they, the state, the court, the agency, operate as trustee, administrator, and creditor. They're managing your estate with your consent because you haven't claimed it. So what can you do about it? You come back to life, on paper. You rebut the presumption. You claim your estate. And you do it lawfully, through documented, recorded, and notarized steps that notify the world, I am not lost. I am alive. I am the living man. I am the living woman. I claim my estate, my name, and my standing. Here's how. Step-by-step remedy. Step 1. Affidavit of life. Status. Create a sworn document that declares your status as the living man or woman. Reclaims authority over the all-caps name. States you are not a U.S. citizen, resident, or corporate entity. Claims rightful position as beneficiary and executor of the estate. Record this with your county or state recorder and send registered mail to Secretary of the Treasury, IRS Commissioner, State Attorney General, Social Security Administration. Step 2. Correct the record. Annotate your DS-11 passport to show non-citizen national status. Send a W-8 Ben form to remove yourself from United States person presumption. File a UCC-1 to give public notice of your secured interest in the trust. Create a private trust to hold your estate and operate privately. Step 3. Send notice of rebuttal. Send a notice of rebuttal of dead at sea presumption stating, you are alive and well. You are not abandoned. You do not consent to administration of your estate by any third party. Any further attempts to act as administrator will be met with commercial liability. Send this to all public actors who may attempt to assert authority over your name. Why this works? Because the entire system runs on contract, consent, presumption. They don't have real power. They have assumed power, granted by your silence and signature. Once you speak, lawfully, they have to back down. Once you claim the trust, they must step aside. You don't have to fight them. You just have to show up properly. Final warning, you must be consistent. You can't declare yourself alive and then go back to acting like a U.S. citizen. You must sign as the living man with UCC 1308. Avoid using the SSN unless required, and only in fiduciary capacity. Move assets and contracts into your private trust. Stop registering, applying, and begging the state. This is about dominion, not defiance. You're not opting out, you're opting up. For more information, reach out to us at
glgse7en@gmail.com. Free yourself today. We're excited to provide you with access to the most up-to-date technology and research that have successfully helped numerous individuals in the past. We're confident that they can do the same for you. Please don't hesitate to contact us if you have any questions or concerns. We highly recommend reviewing our information packet, which contains cutting-edge and proven knowledge. We believe that access to this information is important for everyone, and we encourage you to share it with your friends and family.